Welcome, it's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com again. With another Thanksgiving wine. It's Pinot Noir. Let me grab the bottle so I can tell you all about it. It's the Upper Eden, Santa Lucia Highlands, Monterey County, Central Coast. Pinot Noir, 2019. Santa Lucia Highlands is in the foothills or benchlands of the Santa Lucia Mountains, right off the coast, the Pacific Coast. And the Pacific Coast off Monterey is kind of interesting. There's a deep hole in the ocean, and it kind of accumulates cold water. So the winds coming off of the Pacific Ocean tend to be cooler in there, and it's Monterey Bay we're talking about, than most places on the coast. I'm gonna take a sip because I've got glass in my hand, so hold on one second. And the Highlands in Santa Lucia are kind of like up to 1,200 feet elevation, and some of the best names in California wine industry have vineyards here. This is a legitimately high-end growing region, and it's mostly Pinot Noir. I think like 60% of the grapes here are Pinots, and it's legitimately a good place. And so it's kind of nice when you see like a Trader Joe's inexpensive. This is $12.99, and you see it's from a single AVA. You're like, oh, okay, let me check that out, because there are no, there are no bad vineyards. There are no bad winemakers there. This one's made by an independent specialty wine brand producer. I actually went to the trademark registry and looked it up. I'm kind of weird, but what can you do? Because I always want to know, is this like, you never know, are these like, excess wine from a legitimate big name winery, or is it somebody else? And so the path this wine took a little bit different. He got grapes or juice from somewhere, and in the area, and the guy's from Santa Lucia Highlands, and wines, you get the guy next door works for this company. You used to work with that guy. Your wife is works in the lab at this one. See, everybody knows everybody, and that's how these wines get made. Because I need this many grapes for this project, and this is not a big production. I think there's only 6,000 cases, which is 72,000 bottles of wine, if I can do math in my head, and I usually can't. And that might seem like a lot of wine, but it's actually low production. I think both Two Buck Chuck and either Dom Perignon or Moet do 1 million bottles a year each. So, it's funny that those two extremes do it. But 72,000 bottles is a drop in the bucket when it comes to wine. And this is a Santa Lucia Highlands Pinot Noir. It's from a excellent area. Now, they don't tell you anything. Now, one thing funny about this bottle is that it's got really great graphics. It's got an embossed label. It's well designed. It has a heavy bottle. Usually, most Pinot Noirs, like you get Cabernet Sauvignons with really heavy bottles sometimes. A Pinot's not so much always. And this one's got a legit bottle. It's got a high-priced bottle. I'm gonna take a sip again because I got a Pinot Noir in my hand. It's got a really cool label. It's well designed, and you pull the cork, and the cork's a real cork, and they put the logo on the cork and the fancy design elements. For a $12.99 wine, it's like this thing has better packaging than most wines under $40 at the retail shops. It's legitimately good. And as for the Pinot Noir, it kind of splits the difference between Meiomi, which is a full-bodied Pinot Noirs, those very new, big, bold Pinots, and the feathery kind of high-end ones. It's somewhere in the middle, which is actually a really good place for a $12.99 Pinot Noir. I must like it because I'm taking my third sip. It opens up and it's silky smooth, which is really kind of nice. And it's got a little bit of that unique, funky, cool Pinot Noir flavors. You get tobacco and you get herbs and crushed leaves and orange zest that go with cherries and raspberries and plums. You know, it's all this odd mixture that once you get your head around is like addicting. So it has some of that, and it's $12.99. You know, we recently checked out some Trader Joe's wines that are being sold in New York State because Trader Joe's can't sell wine in New York. Only grocery stores can't sell beer, and the Trader Joe's wines in the grocery store, in the retail shop, were 40 to 50% higher than in Trader Joe's. And I don't know if every single Trader Joe's wine has that kind of discount, you know, because I gotta imagine not every wine has the same history. But you know, this $12.99 Pinot Noir at $13, is it equivalent to an $18 Pinot Noir that was in the retail shops? After drinking it, I'd say yes. You know, you don't like every single wine. You know, everything's subjective, but does it have the quality of an $18 Pinot Noir? Yeah, it does. It's well-made wine. It seems to have really nice grapes. It seems to be well-made. It's got a beautiful color, very see-through. It's the whole package. It looks good. It drinks well. You know, is it my favorite Pinot Noir in the world? No, but $12.99 wine should never do that. It just ruined the whole industry. Took another sip, which tells you that I like it or not. So that's it. The Upper Eden, Lucia Highlands, a great place for a Pinot Noir from Trader Joe's, $12.99. And there you go. Would it work for Thanksgiving? Heck yes. Would it work beyond Thanksgiving? Heck yes. Would it work for February and March? Yeah, I would do that too. So, like us where you like your podcast, if we will. We appreciate you listening. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for checking us out and hanging out with us for a little bit. So, keep it cheap. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Have a good holiday. Well, I'll be talking to you before the holidays, but just the same. Adios. Bye-bye.